Good Saturday to you. Welcome to the 238th Power Hour. What do you think about that? And some of you have been here almost since day one. So let me grab what I need to grab here for a second. Uh, Go in here. By the way, for those of you who are brand new or new-ish, you wonder what is all this, right? So we started this in June of 2020, so it's coming up on 5 years, and it was during the pandemic, and I decided to try something like let's try to just meet and have a topic, like a kind of a show kind of topic, and then people could talk because initially we had 12 people, and then we had 18, and then for a while we're in the 20s for like 6 months, a year, and then it got to 40, and then it became 80. 80 stayed 80 for a long time, and then after last October or so, it came into the hundreds, and sometimes we get 600, sometimes, but typically it settles out at about four something 500. So and we've added things, so which is kind of interesting. The things we've added are you if you show up and you want to get wings credit for this particular time, you'll get it. But we have a second hour and a third hour and even a fourth hour sometimes. And those are open mics. So typically in the second hour, I go through all the chats and make sure that we don't have any like big questions left. And then I open up the mics and say, do you have any questions? And about anything about flight training. It doesn't have to be on this topic. It can be this topic. We try to go through these first, and then after that, and then other people. Sometimes I will hear people later because later I will go down to the beach. So I live on an island, and the other side, the Atlantic Ocean, is a mile that way, and I do a 4 mile kind of loop. And so I'll put in my AirPods and cruise down there, and I'll listen to it all. And sometimes people take it upon themselves to teach people something or suggest things. There could be in any number of things. So that's all kind of so it's a place like I would say it's a place for like on a Saturday, you can come and you can listen to a full-on show, and then after that, you can hang out with people and listen to what they have to say. And sometimes we have some very interesting people in the room. We've had people who we don't even know they're there, right? We've had people who runs the simulator program for all of the FAA was in once. We had the previous president of ALPA. We've had Jim Viola who ran AFS 800. That's certification of airmen, all for the FAA. He was in there. No one always in there. He just had the comment. Okay, you can talk, right? All you guys can talk. So there's always people, right? The guy, Rick is here, Rick, who was involved in the original certification of the G1000 and the FAA. So that's, pretty interesting stuff. So, okay, now let's move on. So let's get started. Uh, okay. I'm not muted. All right, there you go. So 5 by 5, excellent, excellent. Oh yes, I'll look through some of the chats here in a second, but let me get started with the program. So let me move over to that, which is here. Okay, and we'll make sure everything plays correctly. And Nick, or somebody will tell me if it's not playing correctly. But this is from I would say I'd categorize it in teaching skills from the fundamentals of instructing. And we would go from there. And this is the topic for today, teaching older learners the different skills that are needed. So this is Power Hour 238. And our format today, this is a slideshow, and you'll have the copies of this. It's in the chat. And also, because you're on the email opt-in for the Power Hour, you'll get other things. You'll get a list of you'll get this presentation again, plus links and many other things. Also, as we go, if you have questions, comments, whatever it is, put them in the chat, and then you can in the chat I will be able to see them, and then you can save the chat. There are three little dots in the chat window, and you can save that. And so that way, later, if you want to click on a link maybe that was interesting to you at the time, you can kind of do that. Okay. Then about halfway through, about another 20 minutes from now, we will stop for about 5 minutes, take a break. I'll show you some things we're doing. That's kind of like my me time. Me. I. It's pilot talk. My pilots, my private pilots. Me. I. That's that. That'll be a little bit of me time for like 5 minutes, and then we'll go right back to it, and we'll close out at 1. And then what I'll do from there is I'll go through the chats at the end of the first hour, and then unless there's time for this hour, and then after that we'll open up for the second, third, and we just keep it open. So there's no real limit on time. We've had people in here at 5 o'clock, and it's now noon. We've had people for 5 hours. So that's fine. It's what it's for. So use it for what it's for. Just be courteous, that's all. Okay, let's move on. Let's get on it, right? So let's talk about teaching older learners, right? So the FAA defines what a learner is, an older learner is, in the aviation instructor's handbook. Live from CFI Boot Camp in Miami Beach, Florida, this is the Power Hour.